Hello, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell, we're doing the long-awaited Return of the Trailer Park series. I haven't done one in like 2 weeks, I think. It's been a while because I just haven't had time to do it, and I haven't really felt like doing one because my channel is a variety channel now, and I feel like doing whatever I want to do. And I might start covering news and stuff like that. I don't know yet. It's vague for the future. I started a new series called Fat Kid Loves and Fat Kid Rages. Those are cool. Go check them out. There'll be a card right here, ding, for those two playlists. Okay, so as you get to my title, we'll be talking about the time I ran into a car that was parked when there were two more. Okay, I ran into a car on my bicycle, right? Like, literally, I ran into it, like, really fast. Alright, so take this into perspective. Alright, so like I said, I lived in a dome, right? Like, I lived in, like, the bottom of, like, a dome, and there's, like, two hills. There's hills around us, right? Well, there was one hill that was farther away, and I wasn't allowed to go that far off, so my parents couldn't see me, right? So I wasn't allowed to go there. There's a hill behind us, which is really steep. It was, like, almost, like, 9 degrees down, like, from the top. I was afraid to go down it as a kid. My mom and dad said, no, you can't do it. There was another hill that was dirt, and it was farther off this way, but it was close enough to where they could see me, and now it's fine, right? And they told me I could go up and down all I want, right? Except there was some old woman who was afraid of me killing myself and going off the cliff because it's really close to a cliff. And this woman was nuts, and their mom told me, just don't worry about her, or worry about, they didn't like me doing it, but they didn't really care, because, like, they could see me, and I was safe most of the time, and there was an old woman always watching me, because she was nuts, like, yeah. This old woman had issues, but she didn't like kids going down it because she was afraid that kids were going to go off the cliff, right? Because they're really close to the cliff. Like I said, the cliff is like a sheer 90-degree drop in most places, and it's for us to go off. But me being a naive, like, 10-year-old at the time, I think I was like 10, maybe even younger, maybe like 7. I learned to ride a bike a couple years back. I was like, yeah, I was about 7 because I learned a bike pretty young, about 5. So I was about 7, right? So me being 7 and being a kid, I didn't know no better. Now I kept going up and down the hill every day, right? It was a dirt hill, and I rode up and I rode down and shoo, real fast, right? Well, this particular day, there were 2 cars, right? Like, there was a car coming down the hill and a car coming, like, up the hill, and they both stopped at this point, right? They both saw me and they both stopped because it's like, hey, what are you gonna do? And I was going, like, so fast I couldn't stop my bike, because if I would have stopped, I probably would have, like, well, I probably could have, but I freaked out because it didn't have, like, the handbrakes or nothing, but, the brakes on it wasn't very good to begin with. It was, like, one of them old school tires where you just, like, press on the back of the pedal and they stop you and your back brake, and you, like, slide. So I was afraid if I did that going so fast, I'd, like, slide and go out of control, right? So my idea was, I was going to maneuver between the car that was coming up the road and through my driveway and then keep going, right, around the car. Well, I panicked and literally, instead of hitting the 2 cars I was actually driving, I hit the car in my driveway, like, right here in my knee, like, right here in my thigh. It was like, poof! I flew off the bike, and I was, like, crying and stuff. I couldn't walk. I thought I broke my leg, but I didn't. I didn't even go to the hospital because I could walk on it. It's like, oh, you're fine. You didn't break nothing. Well, for all I know, I might have, but I didn't know back then. But I just walked it off, and because I freaked out. What mom and 7-year-old is like, oh, God, there's 2. Like, I remember it like this. I was like, oh, God, I'm going so fast. I can't stop. I'm going like 120 miles an hour. Oh, God, there's the car in front of me. What do I do? And I freaked out, just kept going forward, and I didn't hit the back of the car. If I would have hit it straight on, I probably would have flew through the back of the glass, because it was like an SUV, and, like, I swerved just a little bit to try to miss it. The last second, it's like, oh, God, I gotta turn or die. And I guess I turned at the last second. I just hit my right leg, and it's like, poof, and I flew off the bike like a good foot off the bike. My dad came out because I was crying. He's like, oh no, what happened? And I'm pretty sure the guy who was driving the car, he got out and like, oh, is he okay? Yeah, he'll be fine. And I got up and I walked it off. I walked it off. I probably should have went to the hospital. In hindsight, probably did break. Well, if I broke something, I wouldn't be walking today, probably. But I didn't break nothing. I just hurt for a while. I had a lot of experiences running into cars as a kid. I'm dumb, apparently. From, like, when I learned to ride a bike until I was, like, 16, I ran into a lot of cars. Like, sled riding, bicycle, these big, like, go-kart things that I had that didn't run, and we'd run and drive. I had a lot of car experiences. Man, I was dumb. I'm surprised I didn't get killed or something. Like, if this car was moving, if this car didn't see me come down the hill so fast and it kept moving, I probably would have run right into it head first. Like, there's no way I could have went around it. Or I would have, like, went around and, like, went off the cliff. Or I went the other way and went, like, this guy's ditch because it died, like, a big ditch. I would have flipped over my handlebars and probably killed myself. Like, it was crazy hardcore. Like, it was, oh, man, I was dumb as a kid. Well, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and peace. Don't know what really else we can say about this. I was dumb as a kid. Yeah, freaking running into people's cars as a kid on bikes. Gee whiz, I was dumb. Surprised I even lived to this day.